Virgo, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Virgo, in today's reading, I am going to give you two of the cards from the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started, you guys. All right, so Spirit, this is going to be for Virgo for their highest good. For their highest good, Spirit. Here we go. Two cards for Virgo. For their highest good. This is for Virgo. One card. Good, 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 good. All right. So you have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. So definitely, like if it feels unright or doesn't feel like you're supposed to be doing something, or you know how you question it sometimes and you say, man, is this my path? Like, why am I on this? Why am I doing all this? You know, just know that you are on the right path and that's where you're supposed to be, even though you don't feel it or see it. Okay, so there's something there that you're going to see, that this is why there's a reason why you're on the path that you are. You also have rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. So really have forgiveness, compassion, let go of the past. Try your hardest to let go of the people that have hurt you or anything that you have done in the past. Let it go and just stay in the present, because when you're in the present, you heal more. So just remember that. All right, so so let's do this, Virgo. Virgo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Virgo. This is for Virgo, for their highest good, for Virgo. All right, here we go. This is for Virgo, Spirit. This is going to be for Virgo, for their highest good. Let me see the messages that I need for Virgo. One card for the current, one for the situation, one for the past, one for the what's hidden, the hopes and fears, what you need to do now. Wow, what you need to work on. Ooh, okay. Let's take both of them. And the outcome. What is the outcome for Virgo? Wow. Wow, okay. All right, so you do start off with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is about, you know, maybe you've been hurt. Maybe you've been feeling very emotional. I still feel like you're going through some kind of healing, remembering the past, healing from the past, healing from all these past hurts that have been coming up. I also feel like you've just been very hurt in general, and it's like you're having a very hard time letting go of a lot of things. But I do feel like you're going through a healing. I feel like your emotions are, you know, you feel emotional because your card does say, like, you know, you're healing the past, letting go of the past, and you're coming forward. You do have the Chariot card for the situation. The Chariot is talking about moving forward, you know, moving forward, not staying in the same place as you were. We'll see why it's there. Having control of the situations that you're dealing with. Maybe you're having a hard time moving forward. So we'll see. We'll see why it's there. You also have the Page of Cups for your past. I feel like you needed to really see the, you know, because you're being very guided by your intuition. You're being guided by your spirit guides. I feel like you need to pay attention to your dreams. I feel like you need to look up these number sequences and the signs that your spirit guides are trying to give you. Wow, okay. I also feel like you need to really follow your heart and how you feel. Like, be real with yourself. With the Queen of Pentacles up here for what's hidden, I feel like you need to start nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself more. There could be somebody around you that's pregnant, or you could be pregnant. I do feel like there is a lot of growth here. There is abundance here also. With the Six of Cups, and there it is right there. The Six of Cups is here. There's healing here. You do, like I said, you have the Three of Swords, and right underneath it, you have the Six of Cups. And, you know, that's a lot of healing, you know, you're going through. It's not a bad thing. It's just that it takes time to go through it all. You know, it really does. Sorry, you guys, I'm putting all these papers on the side. But you can also be remembering the past, reminiscing about the past hurt, because it takes a while for you to go through this healing, and you have been very hurt. You have the Emperor card here. The Emperor is talking about, really being, standing in your power, being the leader that you are, being ready for everything. They're like telling you, you know what, just be the leader you are, stop living in the past, be in the present. And for what you need to work on, you have the Seven of Cups and the World card. You are definitely contemplating a decision. Believe in yourself that you can create anything that you want to, but be real with yourself also. I feel like there is a new cycle coming towards you. New things are going forward. You're moving forward, so it's good. And then you have the Tower card here. The Tower is talking about, things are going to change. Like things that you didn't think that were going to change, they're going to change all of a sudden. So be ready. It's a Tower card. If you see it, it's like, they're boom. They're like, whoo, okay. Didn't expect that at all. All right, so Virgo, let's see what's going on. Let's continue to clarify your cards and see what's going on. Remember to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Virgo. This is for Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Whew. All right. Let's see what's going on here. You are definitely going through a healing, though, a big healing right now. But you also, in the long run, at the same time, you also need to really start taking care of yourself, okay? Because you really need to. So you do have the Three of Swords. So let's clarify the Three of Swords and why it's here. Why is the Three of Swords here, of course? Virgo. Virgo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Good. Okay. Wow, okay. So you do have the Devil card here. You do have the Devil card here. You do have the Eight of Wands, and then you have the Three of Swords. Okay, so things are going to be moving forward, but you've been hurt in the process. You've been hurt, maybe you've been hurt, you've been holding on to it, you couldn't believe that it happened to you. Things were just like, wow, I can't believe, this and this, can't believe that. But they're asking you to really try to move forward, try to keep your emotions in control, okay? Because you do have the Devil card here, and I feel like the Devil card that, maybe there was a situation that you needed to take care of. Maybe you felt stuck, maybe you felt trapped, and you had to do what you had to do to control it. I do feel like, that there were also a lot of patterns that, maybe you have, or you could have just like gone back to the same old patterns. They're asking you not to, okay? They're asking you to leave that behind, because you're healing right now, and it's time to move forward, okay? Because you do have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is talking about how, you're going to be moving forward. Things are going to move fast for you. So it's good. This is a very good card to get. If you didn't know, it is, okay? You're going to be getting unexpected messages. So it's a good card. Just know that things are going to start moving very fast for you. And it's time now to start moving forward. And then all of a sudden you're going to see sudden changes, sudden things that are going to come through. Okay. You have the Chariot card in this situation. Why is the Chariot card here? One more card. Wow. You do have the Eight of Cups here, and you have the Empress card. So with the Chariot card, I do feel like you're moving forward. I feel like you need to take control of all these situations that are going on, the way you're feeling, because you do have a lot on your shoulders. You have, you're trying to move forward. You're trying to take control of everything. Like you are trying your best, and I could tell you are. But you still need to heal. Still need to go through this process of healing, but things are going to start moving very fast. Okay. So just know that. There is success here. You are going to be moving forward. You're even leaving something behind. Maybe the drama, the situations, the things that are just not, or were not meant for you. They're just, you're not you're not going to stay in the same place. Okay. You're moving on physically and emotionally. You're trying to move on, and that's good. Really try your best. Okay. And they're asking you to really also take time to nourish yourself and take care of yourself. You are definitely going on the spiritual journey, trying to look for answers, trying to do things. And you're also walking away from something. So just take care of yourself, okay? Because you need that. Somebody around you could be pregnant. Somebody around you could be, or find out that they're pregnant also. There is some kind of abundance trying to come in, so be ready. So it's good. This is nice, but just nourish yourself and take care of yourself. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let me see. All right, so then you have the Page of Cups. And with the Page of Cups, like I said, you need to pay attention to your dreams, or maybe you were dreaming of a lot of stuff. Maybe there was some kind of intuitive messages that were coming through in your dreams. They're asking you to, because you're on a spiritual journey right now also with this healing. And they're asking you to really pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to these signs and numbers that are coming in, okay, because they want you to do that. I feel like there's messages coming in for you also besides the ones that you're dreaming about. I feel like there's going to be some kind of news coming in, some kind of messages coming in. Really follow your heart, okay, and be happy. Follow your heart. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles up there for what's hidden. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here for Virgo? One more card. Wow, that's nice. Good, good, good. So you're definitely using your intuition. You're trying to use your intuition, so it's good. It says as above. Okay, so you're trying to reach your higher self. So that's good. I like that. Trust your intuition, you guys. Use it more, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is here, and she's asking you to really take care of yourself. You're trying to do everything. You're trying to multitask everything, and it's hard for you. It's good that you want to do that, but it's also very hard for you. So you got to be careful, okay, when you do that. You're overexerting yourself or not taking care of yourself as you should be. Really try your best to not overdo it, okay? And then you have the Strength card here, and the Strength card is asking you to be calm about things, to have self-control with everything. Don't let everything get to you. Really see that you are in control, that that nothing is done without you doing it, okay? Like, don't let, because you have the Chariot card here, and I feel like things are kind of spinning out for you, and you really need to start taking control of things. You could also be learning lessons from the past. Like, you're not going to ever do this again, or I'm never going to go through this again. Just don't harden your heart, okay? If it had to do with the love or anything, find love again. Let love into your heart, because you don't want to be hard on your heart, okay? You don't want to have a hard heart to where you're not going to have compassion, or you're not going to have any love in it, okay? So really take care of yourself, okay? But you're definitely going to be moving forward. Just find your strength and your confidence and your courage. You have that, Virgo. You are able to do that. So just know that. You're the one that goes, it's okay, I'm just going to keep on. Yes, it hurts you very much, but you are the one that moves on from it, because you know how to. You know how to keep your emotions controlled. And then you have the Six of Cups here. And why is the Six of Cups here for Virgo? Wow. All right. So you're definitely going through this healing, thinking about the past, being very nostalgic, thinking of what could have been and what could have not been, and everything that's just been. But it's done. It's over with, because you have the Ten of Swords here. When the Ten of Swords shows up, it's about, an ending. What is done is done. It's over. It's like done. Just know that, okay? When you do receive the Ten of Swords, and it says that there is an ending, there's always a new beginning. So just know also that, okay? Really don't let everything get to you. Don't get to the point where, it hurts you so bad that you're not going to live life, because really try to move above it. Try to learn that these lessons, like you are, You know, you're learning these lessons, and it was part of something that you needed to learn. And you in your mind are saying, I'm not going to go through this again, you know? So that's good. Remember, when you have the Ten of Swords, an ending will bring a new beginning. Even if you don't think it does, it will. And you're definitely moving on. You have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is talking about, you know, you've accomplished so much in your life, you know, be content with everything that you have and what you were going through. You know, even if it's been bad for you or you've been hurt, you know, really be content with it, because, you know, not everybody gets to have that experience. Not everybody gets to have that chapter in their lives like you have, Virgo. With the Nine of Cups, I do feel like there is some kind of blessing trying to come in for you. I feel like there is some kind of abundance also here for you. But be grateful also too. You know, have gratitude, because even though it's been painful for you and you're going through this healing, you know, still be grateful for these lessons that are learned. You have the Emperor here. And why is the Emperor here for Virgo? One more card. Wow, that's nice. So you do have the Emperor here, you do have the Magician, and you have the Sun card, which is a beautiful, very beautiful, you guys. Step back into your power with the Emperor. Be the leader that you are. Don't give up on anything. You know how to protect yourself. You know how to have self-discipline. You just know how to do things, you know, and you're ready for anything, you know. Just know that, you know, it's like you're that kind of person that, you know, like the Emperor, he wears his armor underneath his clothes because he just needs to take it off and he's ready. I don't need to go prepare anything. I am just ready. And that's you. The Magician is here also. When the Magician shows up, you know, it's talking about knowing how to handle yourself, knowing that, you know, you have all the powers and the tools to create what you want to. And it's true, you do. You know, you're very wise, you're very strong-willed, you know, you're very responsible. You know how to do what you need to do, okay? Think positive and everything, because the Sun card is here. Wow, where's the Sun card? Here it is. Think positive and everything, because the Sun card is here. The light is going to be shining on you, you guys. Things are going to change for the better. Good things are coming in. Look at that nice, bright, happy sun. You know, he's telling you, hey, you're going to be feeling useful. You're going to be feeling happy. You're not going to be feeling like, you know, you're hurt or you're sad or, you know, you can't move forward. You're not going to be feeling like that. You know, you're going to be able to do what you need to do. Okay. And then you have the Seven of Cups and the World card for what you need to work on. And why is that here? One more card. Interesting. So like I said, you know, really be real with your decisions. You're contemplating a decision right now. Really be real with it. You know, don't try to do things that are not real. Okay, like be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself when you're making these decisions. Okay, when you're contemplating this decision. You have the World card here, and there is a new cycle here that's coming through, which is very nice. Love it, love it. And then you have the Queen of Cups and the Page of Swords. With the Page of Swords, you know, definitely there's that new beginning, new cycle trying to come in, because pages mean that there is new things coming in. You're very curious, you know, you want to learn something new. They're asking you to learn something new, maybe learn a new trade, read a new book, but learn something new is what they're asking you, to keep your mind off of so much. And they're asking you to have better communication, to see the truth and speak your truth, and when you're dealing with people. Also, too, I feel like you need to have patience. You really need to have patience. There are opportunities coming towards you, but you need to see them. You know, stop being in the past. Stop being, you know, to the point where you're not really looking at these opportunities, because they're there. They're asking you to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself. You know, you have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is talking about, you know, I can do anything. You know, I'm the Queen of Cups, you know. Put boundaries, set boundaries. You know, trust your intuition, nurture yourself, okay? It's time, okay? Think about yourself and not nobody else. Think about yourself. Hey, I need to rest. Okay, I need to rest. I need to take time a day off, and I need to rest. I need to catch up on my sleep. I need to eat better. I need to exercise. I need to clear my mind, okay? So really take care of yourself. And then you have the Tower card. And why is the Tower here? for Virgo. One more card. Wow. Okay. So things are going to change tremendously for you. You do have the Seven of Swords here and the Five of Wands, and you're still very angry about a lot of things. The Seven of Swords is talking about, trying to get away with something. Maybe you're not being honest with yourself. Maybe you're keeping quiet or keeping secrets, or maybe you just don't care about something. There's something here, though. They're asking you to be very careful. They're asking you that, there are better ways to do things. Okay, so if you're trying to do anything sneaky or anything like that, do it a better way, because you will be get caught. You will get caught. So just be careful with that. And for everybody else, if it's not you, be careful on how you do things and who you tell your information to. Okay, try not to start telling everybody everything that you're doing, because people don't like to see other people happy, especially you guys. They don't like to see you succeed, and you succeed in everything, Virgo. So just know that. They want you to leave the anger, let it go, leave the anger, leave the frustration, leave the anxiety. That's why they want you to start nurturing yourself. You have all that here, and they're in 3 cards here alone. They're asking you, take care of yourself, move on, move forward, and take care of yourself. Okay, leave the anger. There is definitely going to be a lot of change still coming in for you, so just know that. All right, Virgo, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Be careful how you make decisions. Also, don't rush on things, and have patience. We'll see you next time. God bless.